Persistent. Senior guy, driving a fancy car his parents bought him. Typical rich kid stuff. Caught him trying to get Anne to skip class with him one day. I probably shouldn't have shoved him against his car, but come on, he was 18, trying to get my 16-year-old sister to skip school. What brother wouldn't be pissed? That's when the rumors started. At first, it was just whispers, people at Anne's school saying stuff about how weird it was that I was so protective. Then it got worse. Someone started saying the reason I didn't want other guys near Anne was because I wanted her for myself, sick stuff like that. I remember the exact moment I realized something was really wrong. It was a Tuesday after school. Usually, Anne would come to my room to hang out while I worked on my projects, but this time she just went straight to her room. When I knocked on her door to check on her, she told me to go away. Found her crying in the kitchen later that night when I tried to hug her, like I always did when she was upset. She actually flinched away from me. That had never happened before. She mumbled something about being tired and went back to her room. The next few days were weird. She stopped coming to my room, stopped talking to me at all, really. I figured she was just going through some teenage phase or something. Should have known better. Then one morning, I'm working on this old radio I'd found, and I hear someone knocking on our front door. Not like normal knocking, that loud, official kind of knock that immediately makes your stomach drop. 2 cops and some lady in a suit were standing there when my dad opened the door. They asked to speak with him privately first. I could hear them talking in the kitchen, but couldn't make out what they were saying. Then my dad called me down. I'll never forget the look on his face, like he was looking at a stranger. The lady in the suit introduced herself as being from CPS, said they needed to ask me some questions about my relationship with Anne. Turns out Anne had gone to her guidance counselor and told them I'd been, this is still hard to write. Told them I'd been touching her inappropriately. Said that's why I was always in my room with the door locked, that I made her come in there, and, yeah, you can figure out the rest. She told them I'd threatened to hurt her if she ever told anyone. Said that's why I was so aggressive with guys who showed interest in her, even said I used the electronic stuff as a cover, that the wires and zip ties in my room were for other things. My dad didn't even question it, not once. Just stood there, nodding as they talked, like suddenly everything made sense to him, all those hours in my room, the locked door, the protectiveness over Anne. In his mind, it all added up to something sick. I tried